What if you could lose belly fat without dieting? What if you could lose belly fat without dieting? Take a moment and really imagine that. No calorie counting, no starving yourself, no guilt after eating your favorite foods, just waking up one day, looking in the mirror, and noticing your belly shrinking without ever following another painful diet plan. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you science actually supports this idea? Today, I'm going to show you how belly fat can melt away without traditional dieting. We, uncover 3 shocking secrets most people have never been told, and they have nothing to do with eating less food. By the end of this video, you'll see belly fat in a completely different way. And more importantly, you'll realize that the control has always been in your hands. Part 1. The invisible enemy. The stress belly. Let's start with the first. What if? What if your belly fat wasn't caused by food at all? What if it's not about the chocolate cake or the bread or that late night snack you regret? What if the real culprit was stress? Here's the truth. When you're stressed, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol was designed to keep humans alive thousands of years ago. If your ancestors faced danger, cortisol told the body to hold on to fat, especially belly fat, so they could survive. But today, you're not running from lions or surviving famines. You're stressed from deadlines, bills, family problems, or sleepless nights. And your body still reacts the same way. It stores fat right on your belly as if preparing for war. That's why we call it a stress belly. And the scary part, you can't diet it away. You could starve yourself, and the fat would still stay because your hormones are locking it in place. But here's the good news. The solution is surprisingly simple. Not eat less, but stress less. What if you gave yourself 10 minutes a day to breathe deeply, walk in the fresh air, or practice meditation? Research shows even short relaxation techniques can lower cortisol dramatically. Lower cortisol means your body finally lets go of that stubborn belly fat. So, losing belly fat without dieting. This is where it begins. Not in the kitchen, but in your mind. Part 2, the sleep secret. Your body's reset button. Now, here's another what if. What if the most powerful fat-burning tool wasn't tea, in a gym or a pill, but in your bedroom? Think about it. How often do you sacrifice sleep, staying up late on your phone, Netflix, or just lying awake worrying? Many women over 40 don't realize that poor sleep is silently making their belly bigger. When you don't get enough rest, 2 critical hormones, ghrelin and leptin, get messed up. Ghrelin makes you hungry, and leptin tells you when you're full. Without sleep, ghrelin shoots up and leptin crashes down. The result? You feel ravenous, you crave junk food, and your willpower disappears. But here's the miracle. When you sleep 7 to 8 hours, your body resets. Cortisol lowers, hunger fades, fat burning switches back on. Your body heals, your metabolism fires up, and you wake up ready to burn fat naturally. What if your best diet was simply a good night's sleep? Science shows that sleeping well can help you lose more fat, even if nothing else changes. So tonight, instead of scrolling 1 more hour, close your eyes. That's where belly fat loss begins. Part 3. The movement secret burn fat, not just calories, and here comes the final what if. What if you didn't need to torture yourself at the gym? What if fat burning wasn't about working harder, but working smarter? Here's the truth. Walking on a treadmill for an hour, ISNT, the most effective way to lose belly fat. Why? Because slow cardio only burns calories while you're doing it. But there's a smarter way. Short, high-intensity movements, just 15 to 20 minutes of sprints, jumping jacks, or quick body weight exercises can boost your metabolism for hours even after you're done. Even better, strength training turns your body into a fat-burning machine. When you build muscle, you don't just burn fat while exercising, you burn fat all day, even while sitting. Think of muscle as your 24/7 fat furnace. What if just a few squats, push-ups, or resistance band workouts each day could do more for your belly than endless running? It can. And you don't need fancy equipment. You only need your body and consistency. Conclusion. Your time to take back control. So, let's circle back. What if belly fat wasn't about eating less, but about living smarter? What if stress management was your true fat burner? What if sleep was your ultimate reset button? What if short, smart movements replaced hours of frustration? The truth is clear. Losing belly fat doesn't require starving yourself or suffering through strict diets. It requires balance. It requires listening to your body, lowering your stress, resting deeply, and moving with purpose. So, here's my question to you. What if your biggest struggle was actually your secret weapon? It's time to stop fearing food and start embracing these simple lifestyle changes. Try one of these secrets today, not tomorrow. Today. Watch your body. Thank you. Not just on the outside, but on the inside too. Part 2. Why do hot flashes happen? Causes and symptoms explained in a what-if way. What if you could understand exactly why your body suddenly feels like it's on fire in the middle of the night? What if instead of fearing these hot flashes, you could finally see the hidden reasons behind them? Hot flashes aren't random. They are your body's way of sending a message. And once you understand the causes, you'll see that you're not broken, you're simply going through a natural transition. 1. Hormonal shifts, the real culprit. What if the balance of your hormones is like a thermostat in your home? Normally, it keeps your body temperature stable, but during perimenopause and menopause, your estrogen levels start to fluctuate. This thermostat suddenly gets confused. That's why even when the room is cool, your body thinks it's overheating and boom, a hot flash strikes. So, if you've ever wondered, why me? Why now? The answer is often simple. It's just your hormones adjusting to a new stage of life. 2. Stress, the hidden trigger. What if every time you feel stressed, your body adds fuel to the fire? Stress increases cortisol, a hormone that can make hot flashes worse and more frequent. That means arguments, deadlines, or even worries about sleep can trigger that burning wave. Now, imagine, what if you learned to calm your stress levels? You wouldn't just improve your mood, you'd also reduce the intensity of your hot flashes. 3. Diet and lifestyle choices. What if your evening cup of coffee or that spicy dinner is secretly plotting against you? Certain foods and drinks like caffeine, alcohol, and chili peppers can dilate blood vessels, making hot flashes more intense. Picture this. One woman avoids coffee after 4 p.m. and suddenly her nights become easier. Another swaps alcohol for herbal tea and the midnight firestorm begins to fade. Could that be your story too? 4. Medical and environmental factors. What if your body isn't just reacting to menopause, but also to other health conditions? Thyroid issues, certain medications, or even sleeping in a hot room can magnify hot flashes. So before you think, I just have to live with this, remember, sometimes small changes, like cooling your bedroom or adjusting medication with your doctor, can make a huge difference. Symptoms to watch for beyond just heat. Hot flashes are not always the same for everyone. What if you realized they're not only about heat, but a whole set of symptoms? Sweating that soaks your clothes at night, rapid heartbeat that feels like anxiety, flushed face and chest as if someone turned on a spotlight, chills after the heat, your body overcorrects and leaves you shivering, disturbed sleep, leading to fatigue, brain fog, and irritability the next day. And here's the key. What if recognizing these patterns helped you take control? Instead of thinking, something's wrong with me, you'd know exactly what's happening and why. What if you could control hot flashes naturally? What if I told you that hot flashes are not something you have to simply endure until they eventually pass? What if your body actually responds to small daily adjustments you make, like the food you eat, the stress you carry, or even the way you breathe? This is where the real hope lies. While medications exist, many women prefer to try natural strategies first. And surprisingly, science agrees that lifestyle can play a huge role. Let's look at some natural remedies and habits that may help. What if food was your medicine? Imagine opening your fridge and finding not just meals, but medicines in disguise. That's how powerful food can be for managing hot flashes. Soy and phytoestrogens foods like soybeans, tofu, and edamame contain plant-based estrogen. What if including these in your meals a few times a week could help balance your hormones gently? Studies suggest they may reduce hot flash frequency in some women. Flax seeds and whole grains. What if just sprinkling flaxseed on your morning oatmeal could help calm hormonal ups and downs? Flax contains lignans and other plant compound that mimics estrogen, avoiding triggers, spicy food, caffeine, and alcohol. What if cutting them down for just 2 weeks gave you noticeably fewer hot flashes? Many women discover their triggers only after experimenting. Your plate could become your prescription pad if you pay attention to how your body reacts. What if water was your secret weapon? It sounds simple, but dehydration makes hot flashes worse. What if just drinking an extra 2 to 3 glasses of water a day reduced the intensity of your heat waves? Think of water as your body's natural coolant. It regulates temperature, flushes toxins, and even helps balance mood swings. Try this. The next time you feel a hot flash coming, sip cold water slowly. Notice how your body responds. Sometimes the simplest tools are the most powerful. What if stress is the hidden culprit? Have you noticed hot flashes often come during stressful moments? What if stress isn't just coincidental but actually fueling them? When cortisol, the stress hormone, rises, it disturbs your hormonal balance. That's why stress management is often overlooked but so important. Deep breathing. What if taking 5 deep belly breaths when you sense heat rising could help you ride the wave more calmly? Yoga and meditation. What if 15 minutes of gentle stretching before bed gave you a cooler, calmer night's sleep? Walking outdoors. What if a simple 20-minute walk in nature lowered your stress hormones and eased your hot flashes at the same time? Managing stress is like dimming the fire before it turns into a blaze. What if sleep could heal your hormones? Hot flashes often rob women of good sleep, but the irony is poor sleep makes hot flashes worse. What if breaking this cycle was the key to relief? Cool bedroom. Keep your room at a lower temperature. What if turning your AC or using a fan reduced night sweats dramatically? Cotton pajamas. Breathable fabrics allow heat to escape. What if just changing your sleepwear could improve your rest? Consistent routine. Going to bed at the same time trains your brain. What if this small discipline helped regulate your internal thermostat? Your bedroom could be your healing space if you set it up right. What if you gave your body gentle support? Some women explore supplements and herbal remedies. While not all are backed by strong science, many find relief. Black cohosh. What if this ancient herbal remedy soothed your hot flashes naturally? Red clover. What if sipping this in tea form gave you daily comfort? Vitamin E and magnesium. What if simple nutrient boosts made a noticeable difference? Important note, always consult your doctor before starting herbs or supplements, especially if you take other medications. What if movement was the medicine? What if the very thing you dread, exercise, was your best ally? Regular movement balances hormones, improves circulation, reduces stress, and supports healthy weight factors that influence hot flashes. A brisk 20-minute walk, light strength training, dancing to your favorite song in the living room. What if exercise didn't have to be exhausting, but simply consistent? Your body doesn't demand perfection, just participation. Final thoughts. Your what if can become what is. Right now, hot flashes may feel like an uninvited storm in your life. But what if you looked at them differently, not as punishment, but as signals from your body asking for balance? What if, instead of dreading them, you learn to listen, adjusting your diet, hydrating more, sleeping better, moving daily, and reducing stress? Thousands of women worldwide have transformed their menopausal journey with these exact steps. And so can you. The real power lies in not just asking what if, but in taking the first step to find out. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who needs this message. Together, the story of belly fat without dieting,